Well, Touching Young Lives is a 2021 and 2019 Champion Life Grant Award recipient. And joining me now is Chantel Roberts. How are you?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. How are you today?
I am great. I'm great. I'm loving all of these stories and getting to know all of these recipients. And I know that Touching Young Lives is a two-time Champion in Life Grant Award recipient. And so, as an existing champion in life already, I have to ask you about Touching Young Lives and how it's developed this partnership and relationship with the Building for God Community Foundation. And just looking back, why you think that the two organizations coming together in this way has worked so beautifully.
Absolutely. I believe that the foundation was attracted to this organization not only because of the track record of success, but also because of the passion, the vision, and the ability to touch lives in a unique and meaningful way locally and throughout the state. I do believe that while metrics and qualitative data are important, sometimes that passion and the tireless work of nonprofits can be overlooked.
Yeah.
And so now that we've had this partnership for a little over 2 years, I understand that with this foundation, the secret sauce per se is not always just the end result, but is in the work that goes into the secret sauce.
Absolutely. And I think, this partnership allows you to do what you do so well, but then have the support of doing the things that can be tedious or not as fun, but that help the organization flourish and touch more lives. I mean, the name of the organization says it all, Touching Young Lives. So what is the most amazing thing that you've seen happen as part of your nonprofit?
Well, Touching Lives has been operating since 2012. And since then, we have had the honor and the privilege of working with thousands of families throughout the state of Maryland. And while there's so many special and meaningful efforts that have taken place within the work, I think the biggest reoccurring amazing thing that we see is the growth of our infant recipients that receive the portable alternative cribs. And oftentimes, they are days or weeks old when we're providing that resource to their families from our organization. And it's so meaningful when those families follow up with us, a year out or 2 or 3 years out, and they have a thriving toddler. And so that lets us know that our efforts are really, really working.
And so backtracking, do tell us a little bit more about what the foundation does exactly, because it sounds like the minute that there's a newborn, you guys are right there to help.
Absolutely. So we incorporated in 2012, but in 2016, we launched the Portable Alternative Crib Initiative, which is where we provide box bassinets to families in need of safe sleeping spaces throughout the city. And we've scaled into 8 jurisdictions. So we have a lot of touch points. And so essentially, we provide them with this basic safe sleeping device for their infants to help combat cases of sudden infant death syndrome. And we have had tens of thousands of touch points with families and various care holders throughout the state. And it's just always it's just so filling to, 2 and 3 years down the road to see these thriving toddlers that essentially were sleeping in cardboard devices.
Mm-hmm. And just seeing your face, how you light up when you talk about it, it is no wonder that you were picked as one of the recipients. And I know that you were showing that smiling grin when you went to the Community Cup in November. You spoke with all the golfers and the other participants. What did you gain from joining the Building for God Community Foundation's Community Cup, and then just speaking to the supporters about what it is that you're passionate about with your organization?
Absolutely. The Community Cup is always a great time. This was my second year attending the Community Cup, and it was a great opportunity to not only meet and network and share the awesome work of the organization. And as a sidebar, the weather was beautiful that day.
You lucked out for November, right?
It was a complete gem.
Yeah.
But I oftentimes say to people that every opportunity to share education around safe sleeping practices and the work that we're doing as an organization is an opportunity to save an infant life. And I know that our message and our mission was clearly understood by, everyone that we were able to speak with that day. And for that, it was a major success.
So as we move forward, you have a new grant. How do you plan on using the grant money this year?
Absolutely. So while we had to pivot a little bit due to COVID, as most organizations had to do, with this second allotment of grant funding, we will continue to scale our efforts throughout the state and, in our attempts to touch as many touch points as possible. But more importantly, we will launch the Safe Sleep All-Star program. And what that does is it allows us to recruit former recipients of the Portable Alternative Care Program and have them serve as community health educators and peer mentors within their own communities in an effort to prevent sudden infant death syndrome.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, this is amazing work that you are doing. And I am asking everybody the same question, so I cannot skip you. The question is, if you had to sum up your relationship with the Building for God Community Foundation in a singular word or phrase, what would you say?
The word that I would use to describe our partnership would be heartfelt. And I choose this word because not only are the efforts of the organization heartfelt, but with all of my interactions with the foundation, we both have been very intentional. We share a mutual respect for each other's work and skill sets. But more importantly, we see each other and respect each other's hearts and passions in a way that we are able to develop, and we respect the ability to see the
respect
work.
Each other enough to build that relationship, that friendship.
Absolutely.
Yes,
develop and deliver impactful solutions to the people most in need. That's where I was trying to go.
But no, I get it. That's what you call being on the same wavelength. That's exactly where you guys are. You guys are meeting here. Chantel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much.